Coulomb's law. Dear students, many scientists observe that two charged bodies attract or repel each other depending on charge present on them. However, none of them were able to establish a quantitative relation for the force existing between them. If sizes of the charged bodies is very small as compared to distance between them, then such bodies are called point charges. For such point charges, all the charge content of the body is assumed to be concentrated at one point in space. Coulomb used torsional balance to find the force between charges. Based on his observation, he gave a law called Coulomb's law, stated as the force existing between the 2 point charges is directly proportional to product of the two charges, inversely proportional to square of distance separating them, and it is directed along the line joining the two charges. Thus, if there are 2 point charges Q1 and Q2 separated by distance r, then the magnitude of force F is given as F is directly proportional to mod of Q1 into Q2 and F is directly proportional to 1 by r square. Therefore, F is proportional to mod of Q1 into Q2 upon r square. Therefore, F equals to K into mod of Q1 into Q2 upon r square. The proportionality constant is taken as K, which is given as K equal to 1 by 4 pi into epsilon 0 equal to 9 into 10 raised to 9, where epsilon 0 is permittivity of free space. According to SI system, its value is 8.854 into 10 raised to minus 12 Coulomb square Newton raised to minus 1 meter raised to minus 2. Accordingly, force between 2 point charges can be given as F equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into mod of Q1 into Q2 upon r square. Coulomb's law can be used to define the unit of charge, that is, a coulomb. Two equal charges, when placed at a distance of 1 meter from each other, if experiences a force of repulsion of magnitude 9 into 10 raised to 9 Newton, then the charge is said to be 1 coulomb, denoted by 1c. In practice, we use smaller units such as 1 millicoulomb or 1 microcoulomb. Coulomb's law in the vector notation. Force have magnitude as well as direction, so force is a vector quantity. Suppose there are 2 point charges Q1 and Q2 whose position is specified by position vectors R1 and R2 respectively from the origin. We denote force on Q1 due to Q2 by F12 and force on Q2 due to Q1 by F21. The vector from Q1 to Q2 is denoted by R21 and the vector from Q2 to Q1 is denoted by R12, where also magnitude of vectors R12 and R21 are equal, that is, R12 equals to R21. The direction of vector is denoted by unit vector along the vector. Accordingly, Coulomb's law can be expressed as some conclusions. Nature of force. If both charges have same sign, then the F21 is along vector R21, that signifies there exists repulsive force. Opposite to this, if both charges have opposite sign, then F21 is along minus R21 vector, which is equal to R12 vector. Hence, it signifies attractive force. Thus, vector notation eliminates the need of writing separate equations for like and unlike charges. F12 can be obtained by simply interchanging 1 and 2 and can be given as. Thus, Coulomb's law agrees with the Newton's third law, that is, to every action, there is equal and opposite reaction. Thus, till now we considered charges Q1 and Q2 are present in vacuum. But when these are present in matter, then charges present in matter influences the force between Q1 and Q2 and situation becomes more complex. We will learn about this in upcoming videos.